Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to episode 5 of Journal in January. Now in this episode again we're going to build another page. We're building page 3 of our journal and I've got a really pretty photo here. This is the hotel that we stayed at overnight before we flew from Manchester to Atlanta. Well, from Manchester to New York, then on to Atlanta. And then we took this as my husband had a brief walk after we'd arrived. Now, I've got to say, one thing about building a journal, your journal can be about anything. I know we've touched on that before. You might be somebody who writes a journal, and your journal is classed as a diary or a planner or an organiser, or you can build a photo journal or a journal of events. It's just entirely your preference. There's no set rules. And as long as you're happy creating it, that's the main thing. For us, we're building a photo journal. We're calling it Journal in January, but you know, we've adding photos. We're not writing reams and reams of pages. Everything I do use, I shall put in a list on my blog. If I can add links, I will do. However, as we go through it, we'll build up a full list, and at the end, everything that I've used will be a full list there for you to see. So page 3. Now page 3 is very easy. We had an overnight stay in the hotel. I've already matted and layered the photo of the outside of the hotel onto a piece of craft card, and I am going to mat it and layer it onto a piece of anagraphing paper. And again, I shall put all the details on my blog. So I've used double-sided flat tape just for the photos. Now, one thing about travelling and having adventures, you can pick up lots of information when you stay in hotels for free, because they have all the information booklets of events, things that they do, things like that. So what I did was, at the hotel they had, you know, the little booklet when you arrive, the introduction booklet. I've taken the front page of the booklet off, and I've cut it up, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to use these pictures to add to my journal, and I've simply cut them down, and I've used the Xyron adhesive to add them. There we go. And that kind of like tells me about the hotel, the name of the hotel, etc. And that will show me how it looks when I can't remember. And then our photo, we're going to prep our page and we're going to just stamp at the top and the bottom. Now I'm using Anna's calligraphy stamps, the calligraphy rubber stamp set, and I'm using permanent black ink, and I'm simply stamping at the bottom of the journal. That was close. And then stamping at the top of the page as well, and it kind of gives it a frame. And then we can add our photo and we can add our embellishments, because it doesn't have to be a highly decorated page. It's just something that's going to help you remember your story and be interesting to show other people, you know, when they ask, did you have a good time? So I've matted and layered my photo. I've got my little bits and pieces from the actual hotel. Now I am going to add a sticker from one of Anna's card kits, because you know what, you don't have to just use them on cards, you can use them on whatever you want. So I've peeled the sticker away from the carrier sheet, and I'm just taking out the inner sections that came away with it, like that. There we go. And I'm thinking I'm going to add this to our photo page. There we go. And we'll have that just at one side of our photo. and we'll also have a tag. Now these are from the Crafty Bob Pound Shop online. They sell internationally, so for my friends across the pond you can purchase as well, and it just says overnight stay. Now that is a nice simple page, quick and easy. It's got the information on that you need. We can embellish it a little bit more if we want, and I think it does call for some flowers just at the side on our page at this side. I think we'll have them roughly about there. There we go. And that, now you can build it up, add more, not add more, it's entirely up to you. But that works for me because, you know, it's building our pages and showing the events. It doesn't have to be the most elaborate. It doesn't have to be the fanciest. As long as it's there to tell your story, that's the main thing. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching episode 5. Please join me again tomorrow for episode 6, where we're still at the hotel, but we're going to show what we had to eat, because I don't know about you, I do like taking photos of food, because obviously it plays an important part in my life. So we'll see how we set those out. I hope you're enjoying the series and it's giving you ideas and inspiration of what you can do with things that you might have in your shoeboxes, because that's the main thing, something for you to keep. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.